Why I don't really look at price per unit when I buy multifamily. And it's not because price doesn't matter. Hey, my name is Hayato. I manage and own a real estate fund and I have absolutely nothing to sell you. Looking at the price per door can be a good way to quickly benchmark whether or not that property is worth taking a look at. It's quite useful to gauge the liquidity in the market too, because it shows what other investors are willing to pay. It's a good context tool, but it's not the end of the story. At the end of the day, you have to look at what the building actually produces. And typically you want to look at the NOI, the net operating income, which is essentially the revenue minus the expenses. And here's why it's important. You could have two side-by-side buildings that are identical and they're selling for 100K per unit. One of them could have a much higher NOI than the other. How? Well, maybe the building with a higher NOI has unit mixes that are 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. The other building is all studios, which means they're collecting less rent than the other building that has 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms. And maybe one building has a more efficient heating system. That way the utilities are lower for that building than the other one. That's why I try not to get hung up on just the unit prices, even though it might look like a steal from that point of view, because once you start peeling some of the layers, you might realize that it's priced for that reason. Let me know what you think. Do you think price per door matters, or do you think it's an overrated metric?